I will be the course instructor for this site. So once again, I welcome you all to this particular training, CyberArk PAM Admin and Implementer. So which is one of the most trending as well as very on demanding PAM solution in the market. So I am Vishnuvardhan Chandapatla and I will be the course instructor for this particular training. And once again, I welcome you all to Space Skills Technology as well as Sci Software Technology. Right. So before going and understanding about this particular session, I will just give a small intro about myself so that you can come to know who I am, how I, you can come to know about myself so that you can come to know about your instructor who is going to train you. It is most important that you must understand about me more than what you are learning, because if you know about your trainer, you can come to know whom you are going to train with, right? So if you see my academic skills, I'm a triple MSc, I'm a double MSc MBA. I did my Master of Science and the Master of Cyber Forensics and Information Security. I did my MBA IT Operations, and presently I put up my papers for University of Madras. So I have many certifications that include CISSP, CASM, CASP Plus, SC200, QRadar Architect, Linux Architect, Red Hat Architect, and many more, I can say. So if you see my experience, I have 19 plus years of experience in information and cybersecurity. If you see, I over the period of time, I played various roles at various areas and various organizations. As I was worked as a SIM administration, system and network administration. I worked as a cybersecurity coordinating team and incident response member. I worked as a NOC and a SOC log analyst expert. I worked as a SOC administration and operations manager, and I worked as a data center security and management role. And presently, I'm working as a senior security architect for an organization where I do deal with approvals of various solution architect activities. So I do deal with HLDs and LLDs, that is high level diagrams and low level diagrams of implementations, right? So this is what my basic, I can say. Is my screen visible?
Not for me.
Hello, Vishnu.
Now, guys, I
think
hope it's now
loading
is. I think it's visible now.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see these are my small introduction. You can say, as I said, I have multiple certifications from various organizations, and these are my, experienced areas where I have gone through. And if you see about further, I worked as operations manager, data center manager, advanced security expert, and presently I'm working as a senior security architect, right? I am a passionate trainer who do train generally CSSP, CSM, PAM tool like CyberArk PAM and Macro Focus PAM, and SOC operations like SIEM tools like I do train IBM QRadar, Splunk, and Sentinel along with the other technologies. So I do train more than 30 plus different cyber tools as well as services across the cybersecurity era. So I have been giving this training since last 5 years, you can say, and you can see that I have trained more than you can say 2000 plus trainees over the period of last 5 years. So this is about me, and once again I welcome you all to CyberArk PAM Admin and Implementer session, a course from Space Skill Technology, that is SST, Software Technology, we can say. And I will be the course instructor, that is Vishnuvardhan Chandapatla, right? So if you see about this particular program, this training program is exclusively designed and elevated to make you expertise in various services of CyberArk PAM. Now, if you see this particular solution, CyberArk PAM, we are here to make you master into the deployment, integration, and administration of PAM solution, that is includes PaaS. So now what is PaaS and what is PAM? That we will see in our further sessions, right? So we will focus on both L1 as well as L2 level of services. Then we deal with key areas like vault setup, safe management, onboarding of privilege accounts, and session monitoring and policy enforcement. So we will go and installation of all cyber security, CyberArk PAM components like digital vault and also CPWA, that is PVWA, we call it as privilege vault and web access. And we also deal with CPM, that is central policy manager, as well as the PSM, privilege session manager. Okay, so we are going to understand all these services during the course of this particular training. Now, what is the base agenda for the this particular course? So CyberArk PAM is leading cybersecurity solution designed to secure and manage your privilege access. Now, privilege access, what are the privilege access? Now, question comes, what is mean by privilege accounts? Why we need it as a privilege accounts? Why we call it as a privilege account? What is actually a privilege account? Privilege account. So, have you ever gone through banking? I think most of the people might have banking, right? So you have a bank, let's say there is a bank, and if you take in any account, you will be the user of this particular bank. So we call it as you have an account. Okay, you have an account in your bank, right? Similarly, for the bank, we have an account. This is common account. Everyone used to have this common account, right? But some people used to have, there is something called locker facilities, right? Locker facility. So not everyone will get this locker facility. Only few people, those who retain for keeping the document. So safeguarding of your documents, right? Let's say safeguarding of your ornaments. So we used to take something known as a locker facility in our bank. So this is an exclusive access for a special people in the account, not everyone. So if there are 100 accounts, maybe 2 or 3 used to have this locker facility, or we call it as vault facility, or we call it as safe facility. So what is the purpose of this? What is the major purpose of this? To safeguard your documents and ornaments. Similarly, in any use organization, there used to be something called common users. Common users. There is something called privilege users. We call it as PUs, privilege users. So we are here to safeguard these privilege users by using PAM solution. Now, how can we secure this particular privilege users by using PAM solution? So that is the specialty. So like we have a locker facility in our vault, like in your bank, there is a vault used to be there. Inside you will have small safes. You may have like this kind of boxes, right? So if you want to open this, you have to have your key and bank vault manager key. Bank vault manager key. So there will be a dual control. We call it as there will be a dual control on this particular vault. If first you open, then the bank manager will open that particular key. Then you can see your documents or your ornaments. Similarly, here also, first, the PAM server, you cannot access any service directly. Let's say there is a service called Active Directory, or let's say there is a database server. So let's say you are a system member. Let's say you have a computer and all these are in a network. So basically, if you want to access a DB server, what you used to generally you just connect to this DB server by using connect SQL server, let's say 192.168.1.5 and port, let's say 1525. This is the method generally we connect SQL connect server so and so, port so and so. So it will directly connect to the DB server. But is this user authorized? First question, to connect this DB server, or at the specific particular time. Is it possible at a particular time? Let's say a user come, he has a username of password of this and this. Now at night at 10 o'clock, a person come at 10 p.m. Generally, this particular time, no one is authorized to connect any servers. But as he is having the username and password, he can simply connect because he is the user, he is having username password of this DB server. Can he connect or not in general? What do you say, guys? We generally get connect this particular server, right? We generally get connect to this particular server. But is it authorized? Is it authorized to connect at 10 p.m.? I think it's not, right? Though the user, let's say Vishnu, is an administrator of database server. However, at 10 p.m. he is not authorized. Why he come at 10 p.m. and is connecting to this DB server at 10 p.m.? Generally, our work sessions generally completes by at max 8 p.m. But Vishnu comes to this one system and trying to connect a DB servers. What is the requirement? Either, yes, there might be a behavior like insider attack. See, one of our friend Naveen has thrown this answer. Might be like he may be insider attack. Let's say I am an insider attacker, or I might have been forcefully do by blackmailing. Someone has blackmailed me, and I am try. If someone blackmailed me and told me to go and collect the database from your organization, otherwise I will kill you. Just James told me. Let's say James warned me. Now I go inside, I try to log in with the username and password. As I have a username and password, I can dump this particular DB, which is not actually illegal. But right now you are taking in a legal way, right? There is no suspicious activity because I know the username password. I am logging in legal way by connecting the DB server. So what is happening? Though you have secured by using firewalls, you have secured by placing firewalls, you have SIEM solution to identify the abnormal activity, you have something like IPS which is there to safeguard, you have some, let's say, SOAR activity to stop this action, but yet all these become failed. Why? Because of insider attack. Similarly, let's say you take the example of bank only. So if you keep, let's say I'll take a family where in the family the elder son is not at all in a good in condition. Let's say he's a criminal. Elder son is a criminal, right? Of course, in a family, everyone has access to every home, right? Let's say people used to have access to every room. Now let's say you have some, let's say 200 grams of gold with you. As elder son is criminal and he has already an eye on this particular gold, he can, if you are keeping in your box at or your cupboard inside at your home, maybe possibly this can be accessible because he is a part of your family, and this elder son may come to this particular area, open a cupboard and take out the gold, and he can run away. It's possible, right? Because he is inside member, it's a family member. If you know, if your elder son is criminal, then you may safeguard, but you don't know, right? That is not come to generally in a family. Who expect that family member is a criminal or having a misbehavior or abnormal activity? We don't know, right? So generally we feel we have a trust on our family, but considering a family, elder son is come out like a criminal and he tried to rob inside our own money or a gold. It is very difficult to identify, right? So to safeguard this, what we do, rather than keeping it here, though it is your gold, you are going to your bank, keeping in a vault, right? Keeping in a vault, right? Keeping in a vault in a safe location. This is your vault. Consider this is a big vault and these are your safes. So this is entirely a safe area. So you have an account here. You have an account in a bank and you have a safe in your bank. Now you taken out entire gold from here and bring it at your inside safe. And you logged the bank safe manager also logged this particular safe. Now it is time to go back to your home. Let's say now, will the elder son come and take out this gold? Not possible. Because if you give him authorization, then only. Or you can you go at any given point of time and open the safeguard? You can't, right? If you want to open at night 10 p.m., is it possible? Not possible, because you are not authorized to go, because generally bank used to be closed by 6 p.m. and it will open at morning 9:30 a.m., right? In general. So you come at 9:30 a.m. and you request the bank safe manager to open the safe. For that, he will take a permission from his bank manager and to open the vault. So there is a multiple approvals are required. Multiple approvals are required to access your safe itself. Now you are understanding that, right? So it's not that so easy to jump and collect this 200 grams of gold from your safe. It is also, there is a procedure to be followed. You can't come at 10 o'clock. You can't come at morning 4 o'clock and ask for your ornaments or your gold. It's not possible, because though it's yours, but you can't access that particular safe at night 4 a.m. at early morning 4 a.m. So there is a prescribed time and there is an authorizations. If you are coming and if when you are giving it, right, you have been given with the time in general. Let's say, Vishnu, please come at 3 p.m. between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. because this is your allotted timing. If I given this policy to you and if I allotted the timing, every day, that is Monday to Friday, you come at only 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. to access your safe. If you are coming at 5 p.m., will they give you a permission? No, as we have only given the standard policy that for Vishnu it is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. right? So in this case, you are not authorized to access your safe at 5 p.m. even, because your access time is only 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. What if you want at 5 p.m.? You have to have a special approval from your bank manager, right? You require a special approval. If the bank manager approves, then safe manager will open the vault. Once the safe manager opens, you have to go inside, open with your key first. Then the safe manager will give the another key to open and access the your profile, or you can say your safe. So what is the prime concern to set up a PAM? Prime concern to safeguard your internal safeguard from your internal threats, right? So you see here, CyberArk Privilege Access Management is a leading cybersecurity solution to safeguard your privilege accounts, and across your IT environments. So it's not possible directly to access, even while even handling the safe, you will be getting under controlled, monitoring in condition, auditing that particular access. So if at all you are accessing your safe also, right, you are taking out the ornament, and you cannot claim like that, right? Whatever the data, ornaments inside, you cannot claim say something has been missed and all, because it is your container, it's your data. You cannot claim for any missing activities. So here also, everything is getting monitored. What you are doing and all, everything is monitored. There will be CC cams. There will be, like in a vaults, there will be CC cams. There will be a direct personnel will be available to manage your vault. Similarly, here also there is a session managers will be there. There will be auditing policy will be there who look after your entire activity, and you will be under controlled manner. You cannot access directly like that. You cannot open another safe. You can only access your own safe. So those things will be understand this particular CyberArk. And we also put or enforces our least privileges policies. We have something known as policies in place. We can place these policies. We can identify just-in-time access. So like I said, right, 5 p.m. So I can give you something like only 5 minutes of access. So you can only access for 5 minutes. That's called just-in-time access. So all these things possible in your CyberArk PAM solution. So we will go and understand these things during the course of training. Now, what is the content that we are going to learn? The most important aspect is what is the content that we are going to address and understand the area. So during the course, we will start with what is privilege access management. Like we discussed, what is a bank, what is a bank vault, like what we will understand. With respect to digital era, what is privilege access management? From where this particular privilege access management comes from? Before that, is there anything something like vault access? If it is there, then what is the meaning of vault? Why this particular privilege access is required? So all these things that we are going to understand. And also we understand leading PAM solutions. So there are in market, there are 5 leading solutions are there. Out of these 5 leading solutions, PAM, this particular CyberArk PAM is in the topmost position. That out of the 5, there is another one is called Delinea and the CyberArk PAM. Almost both looks like very same. It is almost same kind of PAM solution called considered as the pioneers and the industry lead PAM solutions that we are going to understand. Then what is CyberArk? What is the CyberArk capabilities? What are the products that we have in a CyberArk? Now the question is, what is CyberArk? Now say, privilege access management is a service. This is a process. CyberArk is actually a organization. This is an organization. So CyberArk is an organization and PAM is a service which is provided by CyberArk. It's called as CyberArk PAM. We will also discuss about, is there only CyberArk PAM is there or any other products? Like in the CyberArk, there is another feature is called IAM. Like there's something called Identity and Access Management is also there. There is a web PAM, so there are some other different solutions are also there. We will going to understand about. Then CyberArk PAM deployment architecture. Now we'll understand what are the different components we have. Components. What is the different architectures that we can set up? The most important area, architectures. So it is the most important area how to say what are the different components, like what is digital vault, what is PVWA, what is CPM, what is PSM. So CyberArk PAM is not a simple solution. It is actually a group of components which will work together. So we will understand what is initial installation of this PAS. PAS is now something known as privilege access services. So what are those PAS? Now what is PAS? Privilege access services, which include Vault, PVWA, CPM, and PSM. Now Vault is also known as digital vault. PVWA is known as privilege vault web access. CPM, Central Policy Manager. PSM, Privilege Session Manager. So we will understand about all these 4 components and also we'll do installation. We'll do installation. Now for the installation, we required software, right? We required a software. How can I get the software? No worry, we will provide you the software. The best part is something like we will provide the software here. So the software demo license is generally cost more than 10K. It itself, it costs you 10K, but we will give it to you guys during this particular course of session, right? And we'll do initial configuration and the user interface. how the user interface looks like. Now let's say I'll take a good example on this. So you can see here, right? Let's say this is Cyber Vault. So this is how a Vault server looks like. So now you can see, is this easy? And CyberArk Vault looks like this. 1 minute. We'll open. This is known as CyberArk Vault. See, this is the vault, right? You are entering inside vault. There's a big, this is a door. You can consider the door, and this is a key I'm putting. Now you can see.
Vishnu, can I ask a question?
Yeah, okay, you can.
Okay, so is CyberArk only installed on Windows operating systems?
Yes, you can only install on Windows operating system only.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And also, I know within the course outline, you have LDAP. So, I mean, you have LDAP, which is probably Active Directory or whatever it is. So,
Yeah.
if we are practicing or we're doing whatever we're doing, are you going to give us a way we can install the Active Directory whilst we're practicing?
Exactly. We will even give you, even I will tell you how to install the Active Directory, what is the way of installation, and I will show you how to integrate your system with the Active Directory also.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are your, you consider, these are your, once you entered into your cyber vault, you can see you have internal safes, like you have your lockers, right? These are your lockers. Now you open your locker. Let's say this is my locker. I open it. See, it's getting opened. It's not possible for all. See, I have a key. I have a LDAP configuration. Everything is there, but it's not for all. As I am an administrator, I can able to access all this, but not everyone has the same permission. Okay. So if you come, you cannot open anything. You may have only one vault access. Let's say like this is your access. So you can open this one and you may have password over here. I'll tell you, I'll show you one. Okay. You see, you may have some internal something is there. So you can see. So this is some kind of key that you have. It is exclusively, you can't see the thing directly. You can see everything in a encrypted mode. Okay. So you can create user from here. See, you can see users and groups. You can create users from here. And even now, this is a classical user interface. If you want to see the same in a web page or web interface, see that you can see from PVWA. So that you can access from here. Let's say for that I need to first log off this. Then I'll go to here. See, you consider this is one of the very good example of front end I have opened already. It's maybe timed out. It will re-log in. Okay. So this is your CP, or we can say PVWA. This is called privilege vault web access. See, I will log in again. Administrator and CyberArk @12345#. So when I enter, you can able to see here. See, this is the first page of your privilege. So that's CyberArk Vault, where you can see you have your saves. You can see here, this is your primary server, this is your secondary server. You have a web portal, you have a CPM, that is known as Central Policy Manager. If you want to go towards, let's say, your saves, so you can go from here, like you can go here into the safes, see the same safes which you can see it from here. So whatever you have in your safes, that you can see here. Right? These are the things. Right? It takes a bit, it's a bit slow because just now I switched on the machine. So during the course of training, you will come to know all these things. First, I will explain about this particular entire user administration. What is the meaning of this? And even we'll do the integration like LDAP integration. You can see here the LDAP integration has been successfully done for me for Trinix Global. Is the trinixglobal.com, and I have mapped from 4 groups like Vault Admin, Safe Manager, and all, right? So I created some activities. So I will show you this entire integration. Along with this SMTP also, I will show you. No worry about that. And I will show you how to create users, user management, permissions, all those things that I will show you in this particular understanding. And further, now to set up this particular PVWA, we'll go and understand about how to set up your PVWA server. Now, for that, we will install all the services: Vault, PVWA, CPM, and PSM. All 4 services will be installed, and we will do the initial configuration like LDAP integration and all those integration for your PAM services. Thereafter, once that completed, then we will do the Vault and Safe administration. So it's most important. Once we completed the installation, we'll do Vault and Safe administration, how to manage your Vault, like what is policy, what is platform. So we will understand those things, right? What is policy, what is platform, how to exempt a policy for platform, all those things. What is a master policy? MP, we call it as an MP, it's called master policy. How to understand master policy, how can we exempt from a master policy? Now policy management and enforce, we'll set up the management for your policy, and we will enforce those policies on your platforms. See, as I said, platform management, it is a separate subject. It's a separate subject. One entire module is related to platform management. After that, we will integrate the privilege accounts. Right now, so far we have only installed the PAM solution. After that, we will integrate the privilege accounts. Thereafter, session monitoring and management. We will connect. Let's say user wants to connect. How we can connect? There is you see here, this is the procedure. If an IT personnel want to access, let's say, his database, is it possible to connect directly from here to here? Because it's not possible after implementing of PAM solution. You cannot go here directly like this. It is not possible because there will be a firewall who stops you. The firewall will not allow you because it has been enforced a license, a policy like you have to follow via PSM. So to access this from here to here, let's say, for that first I need to request my vault. This is my vault. First I will request this for my key. That is my database username password. Because now onwards you don't have any passwords with you. All will be available in your safe. Nowhere will be available. Only in the safe the username passwords will be available. So you will take out your username and password. And how you can take out? That is also via PVWA. Not even you cannot go directly to the safe. You don't have access to the safe, right? You can't. You can only request the PVWA for the token. Once the token received back to your PVWA in your user, so you use this key and you follow this and you will go to, there is something called PSM. So with the key, now you go to PSM and go to database. So it is basically what is happening here. Let's say a user wants to access a database server or any other services over here. You are directly actually going first PVWA. What is this? Is web access control, where you are requesting to your whom? To your vault. This is a vault where you have your key, or you can say username password. So this particular username password will come to again this area only. Okay, and this is a who, let's say he is Pavan. Pavan request to request database server access. So he went to PVWA request vault for DB server username password. If someone approves and he provided this activity, now as soon as he connected to PVWA, there is a one button will be there called connect. If Pavan is authorized to get connect, then he will get connected to your PSM. So here you have profile list. What profile? That is what your DB onboarding. So to whom you want to connect? Let's say DB. Let's say this is Oracle database. So it will get connected via this to this. So this is the profile. Through this, the Pavan will connected. Now why I need to go via PSM? Because PSM will record every activity. It will record the activity because he is the safe manager. You can consider a one person who is standing beside you, so that whatever you are taking out and keeping inside, he will monitor for the accountability. And if you are trying to keep some unauthorized, like you want to keep a gun, will they allow? Will not allow, because keeping gun inside the vault is not authorized, right? Similarly, if you are running any delete commands in a database, will PSM allow you? No, it will stop you directly, because already PSM is already monitoring whatever you are doing, like deleting, removing, all these activities will not allow, because here already in the profile said, like Pavan doesn't have an access to modify. He can only view. If we come to know Pavan has only view policy, how he can modify it by using remove and delete command or alter command? Is not authorized, right? So we can whenever they run some such kind of commands like remove or delete or alter, so it will again record as a illegal activity. As soon as the PSM is confirmed that really there is an illegal activity, he will even close the session directly without intimating to the Pavan. He will stop the session activity and it will report to the PTA. There is a one service called PTA, that is known as Privileged Threat Analyst. So it will report to this is another component, is the third part. It's not mandatory, it is an optional component. So it will report to PTA. Further, the analyst will give a warning to the Pavan saying that why you have done. You have been blacklisted. Now, if you want to come once again, this time you have to prove that you don't have such kind of illegal authorization. And that once it is blocked, you need to unblock that. For that, you have to taken into the inquiry. Once the inquiry is fulfilled and all needs, all got satisfied, then only it will be get unblocked. Otherwise, it will be in block-in condition. So till the time it is in block-in PSM, Pavan cannot access DB server, though he has a permission in Vault and PVWA. Because the profile doesn't have the permission, right? So this is the way you can stop. Now, what is the major purpose? As I said, the primary purpose is the user will have a mediator access. This is a PAM. So he has to come like this. Then from here, he will go and access to the actual service. So by doing this, there is this particular PAM solution will be considered as the second level of approval. So this particular PAM is accountable for whoever accessing the server. So we have some responsible person in between. So the user also cannot jump like this. He cannot have this access anymore, as there is a multiple access limitations are there. Only through PAM it is possible. So this is the main purpose of your PAM solution. Now there is another level. Now along with this, what we can understand, We will integrate integration with SIEM tools like we have QRadar, Splunk, we have Sentinel kind of stuff, right? So these are one of the famous SIEM tools. So if you want to integrate the logs to this SIEM tool, yes, it is possible. I'll show you how to integrate. There's a special integration methodology is there. We will show you how to integrate this SIEM tools. So after this, DR Vault, if primary goes down, how we can jump to the secondary or disaster recovery process. Like you have seen in this particular session, you have seen, right, in the CPMA, if you see the health, you have seen there is a primary and there is a DR. If this goes down, your sessions will not stop actually. So this will be taken care by your DR site, that is known as disaster recovery site. Okay. So we will also understand how to integrate this to this particular primary. Okay. So thereafter, we'll also understanding like backup and restore services, how to create a backup, how to do a restore, so that if something services goes down, you can retrieve from your backup. You can recover your vault services. And if you want to restore, you can restore from your vault services. Now, what is the procedure and all we will learn during the course of understanding. Reports. What is the reports? What are the different reports that we can create, like vault creations, onboarding of accounts, like profile management over the period of last 30 days, user management, user access, session management, session access, like PAM configuration changes, all these things that you can take it as a report. And finally, the best practices, how to make it optimize the service. What are the best practices and the common issues for the best practices. So along with this, how to train your L1. Yeah. How to train your L1, and of course you are the L2, you are setting up. And all these that you are going to learn in 30 hours. How many hours? 30 hours of session, plus or minus 5. That is, of course, if time, sometimes the sessions may be delayed because of any calamities, natural disasters, or something. Like recently, the previous sessions was stopped for a week of time, last week and this week. Last week entirely it was not happened because of heavy rains at Gurgaon and my location. So I did not have any provision of internet connectivity. So because of that, I stopped for at least 3 or 4 days, I think. And again, maybe today also not possible. And that's why I have even told to join people to this particular session only. Okay. So and after that, once this particular 30 hours of session, what we are going to understand, we'll go and understand each and every installation, prerequisites, along with the software installation. So for that, we will provide you the software first. Now, how the software looks like. Now, question comes, how the software looks like. So you can see, the softwares are available over here. Like this is the software where you have Vault Web Access, Session Manager, Server, that is Vault. And similarly, the other things like Policy Manager, Client RLS, Disaster Recovery, and replicate services. There are some other services are also there. And the key, this is the keys. So this is the most important area, because with this only you can install. These keys are very important. So everyone will have a different keys. We'll provide the keys to you guys. Okay. So in this area, we have some keys, and that is this entire software generally not available in the market directly. You can't get this software, but however, these sessions will be given with the this particular software during the course of installation. Okay. So now the prerequisites. So this is how your accounts looks like and all that we can see. So this is just to make you understand how the CyberArk PAM admin, how the console looks like, how to manage and all that. I just give an idea. Okay. So this is the general architecture. If HR wants to access any of these, so he will go like this method, vault, components, proxy. Via only they can access the services. So this is general understanding of CyberArk map. So now what else that you will get? Now the question is, you will get the most important is something like every installation steps, each and every installation steps. So you will be given with the documents like this. PAM admin introduction. What is introduction to CyberArk PAM? Installation of Vault, installation of CPMA, PVWA, integrations of all services, admin user management, admin policies, platforms. See everything like we have every level of like onboarding of your disaster part 1, part 2, privilege escalation part 1, part 2. Like there are total 20, I think, yeah, there are total 20 documentation is there. Another 5 will be added soon. No worry. Okay, it will be get added. Safe integrations, accounts integration, user managed integration, LDAP integration, everything will be documented and we will be get like this. So if you want to see, let's say user management, so that will become like this. You can see here, user management. See the agenda, how to integrate users, transparent. What is the difference between groups versus groups versus transparent users? So what are the common users? What is the accounts? See how we can add click user account. See internal user and transparent users are LDAP users. So these are the internal users and these are the transparent users. See, because it's transparent, right? See, these are the transparent users. So transparent group, we will discuss how to add, how to integrate your LDAP. So there's LDAP integration is there. See, everything is clicked specially. So click here, 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 give the password. So this is the internal user, group membership, internal group membership. And similarly, LDAP integration procedure. See, integration of new domain. So everything has been clearly mentioned here. So select the domain details, secure integrations, select the mappings. See, now after that, once the map, you will get the users over here. So the procedure has been, and if you want to remove the procedure also, I will tell you, this is a very big process, so I will tell you. Similarly, every documentation has the same procedure. Each and everything has been given clearly. So by doing all this, what is the, what you will learn? So all these modules, starting from module 1 to module 14. So here actually some of the modules has a different name, like the installation. Here the PAS installation, there are 4, right? We have 4: installation of PAM, installation of PVWA, CPM, Vault, everything, PSM installation. See, there are 2 parts actually. There are 2 parts of installation. So like you can come to know, it has been actually elevated. There are total 14 modules, but not 14, actually it's 15 modules. 15 modules that actually it is 3 multiple times it's come up, but there are totally 15 modules which have been actually properly planned and exclusively actually customized for the sake of L1 and L2 administration only. So after this, what you are also you are going to get, the best part is something like you will going to get like these videos. See, every day I do explain at the end of the session, you will be get I think I kept it somewhere else. Mhm. Wait a minute. Yes. You can see here, we have been, we have some class-wise videos, right? AD creation, master user creation, user management, LDAP, SMTP integration, vault installation, PVWA. So we have the videos like this, right? So you will be given with these videos. So if you miss out any session, you will be given with these videos. Every day it will be get uploaded. You can do check, you can practice. If you miss out anything, you can go for revise of this particular recording session. So what are the things that you will get? The first is something called recorded sessions. The entire cybersecurity, PAM documentation, customized documentation plus OEM documentation. I have OEM documentation also. I will share that. Thereafter, you will get PAM recordings, entire recordings that you will get. The third, PAM software, the most important area. This is you're going to get along with the session. This generally, if you want to take it, this particular software, you generally need to purchase at around 10,000 kind of stuff. It is minimum requirement is something like $120 kind of stuff, right? So after that, after these things, we will also explain, we will give you something like PAM interview questions so that you can ready for the interview at L2 level, not L1 level. We will at least train you at L2 level. So you will be ready for PAM interview questions. So all these will be covered during the course of things, and this will be of 30 hours. So during the course of 30 hours, we'll explain all the course, plus we will give you these things. And all these are lifetime access.
Do we need certification?
See, actually we don't, it's actually a costlier. We don't required. I think we don't required to do this kind of, but you can tell when you got any thing like, if you want to, if your organization wants, then you can tell your team, let's say, if they provide the sponsorship, you can tell I will clear the exam. And for the clearing of the exam also, I will support you. Clearing of the exam. That's not part of this, but anyway, if you want to do the CyberArk exam, if you want to write certification exam of CyberArk, then I will help you to clear those things too. Okay.
Vishnu, is there any system requirements for installation?
Very good question. Very good question. People are, there is a minimum requirement of, as you know very well, I have installed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 services minimum. And also we required one Ubuntu server also, because if you want to see at least 1 or 2 other services to take the remote sessions, at least we required at a given point of time, we may require to on 4 systems. So the minimum requirement of the systems is something like, if you have a 16 GB of RAM, and at least a 500 GB of storage space, so that you can install VMware and you can create, and at least a 8V core processor, at least one core per thing is the minimum. Or you have to install a VMware. On the VMware, you have to install 20 19 server or 2022 server. By doing this, and on this server, you will install the respective services. So this is the way we generally install. Minimum requirement is 16 GB, 500 GB storage, and 8 vCore. If your system doesn't have this, no worry. We are also providing labs on rental basis. This is totally optional, not mandatory. So we also provide labs on rental basis. So the rental basis starts with 3K per month, 3K per month, which is very nominal. So if anyone wants, not mandatory, because it is generally, if you're going for an Azure or let's say AWS, they may charge you up to 7K per month, but we are only charging 3K per month, and it is 24 hours available. You will be given with such kind of labs, like I will show you. MSTSC. So you will given with remote access. All you need to double click on this. It will get connected. Like see, it is getting connected to a remote site. So consider this is your system, and you have double clicked one remote access, and simply you can access it. This is your another machine. This is not actually my machine, it is another machine. You can see here. This is see, the resources are less, but here in my area it is different. See, you can see here, this is a different system, and you can see here you will be given with something like 24 GB or 32 GB kind of stuff of RAM, and 24 GB here, and 12 core, 16 core of processor, so that you can use those processors. Like in my case, I have given something like 12 core, I think 12 core or 10 core server, and 24 GB of RAM. See, there are 10 core, and there's a disk. You can see 500 GB of disk space I have provided to these people. See, 500 GB of disk. So like if you want this kind of machine, it costs you 3K per month along with and this particular machine will be installed with VMware, and all the softwares will be available on that particular machine. Okay. So this is what, about the CyberArk PAM plan of actions. And the session starts from today only. So as this is the first day, we consider this is a demo session, and we will start from tomorrow. So the actual session starts. We will start with what is introduction to PAM and all. We will start, and hope you people have understood what is my plan of action. Here, I can say by very confidently at the end of the session, each one of you will strongly ready to be work as a PAM administrator. I can surely tell at the end of this particular session, you will clearly and you can easily handle the CyberArk PAM confidently. I think there are few of our previous session members like Kapil, Priyabrata, and Sushil Venkat also is there. I hope these people have already seen. Hope can I get some input from them? Kapil, what do you say? Have you successfully installed all the PAM services or not?
Uh, yes, so as Vishnu sir mentioned, yeah, definitely you guys can confidently learn the CyberArk administration. So yes, I have installed all the domains. So yeah, so it would be
In
a great
fact, in
session.
fact,
Yeah.
he has requested just day before yesterday. I'm very sorry, Kapil. I was a little delayed towards your this one.
No issues, sir.
He actually requested for a faster understanding of lab access. So please, he requested for practice and all. I was a bit delayed, and he request this particular lab access on that day, but I'm very sorry. I will provide it by tomorrow. Okay.
No issues.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. So if you have any queries, just let me know. Any such kind of queries. So, and also the other guys like Sushil, Venkat, and Priyabrata. Today, as it's already delayed, so and it's been continuous session since morning. So I'm a bit exhausted. No worries. We will. We have left with that another 4 sessions, right? The final sessions that we will cover from tomorrow onwards. Don't worry. Okay. So other guys, you have any queries? Just let me know.
Is AD mandate for this course?
See, AD is not mandatory. Actually, any user, central user management is required. Actually, that is also not your concern. User management is a activity of IAM people, right? Identity and access management administrators or AD people. But however, we will teach you here AD, how to install an AD, how to create an AD, a basic AD installation and all. I will tell you, don't worry, how to configure your basic AD and all. There's no problem towards that. I will tell you how to create an AD, what are the different installation procedures, and how to configure your AD, how to create users, how to create groups and all that I'm going to cover. Don't worry. It will be a day of time, 1 hour of time. No worry.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Any other queries? Any other queries? Hi, Anant.
Yeah, also, would you let us know like the troubleshooting steps, like the common
Yes.
troubleshooting steps?
Exactly. That is the last words are the same. So the best practices and common issues. In the last session that we are going to make you understand how we can create a multiple accounts discovery. If the particular server is not working, if there is a port issue, if vault is not getting accessible. So all those things that we are going to cover during the common issues and how to handle those things, right? Yeah, guys. So this is particularly, I can say, this is totally 90% practical oriented sessions. How much? It's 90%. Only first few days, I can say first 2 or 3 days only. That is first 10%. That there will be something like your theory sessions. What is basically architecture, deployment things, and all those things only we are going to understand as a theory. Rest everything, as I said, 90% of the sessions will be in a practical. We will only play with this particular workstation, VMware only. Okay. So guys, any other queries?
Hey, Vishnu. So for an admin,
Yeah.
so do we need any sort of scripting knowledge?
See, basically this requires something known as plugin management and API expertise. That is at L3 level. That's why I'm telling you, I will cover up to L2, because if you become an L2 expert, thereafter, if you want to work it as a L3, if you know about L2, then they will not ask you about anything, something called plugin creation and all. There a little bit of API integrations, a little bit of parsing integrations are required, but not in a L2 level. So for the installation, implementation at this level, you don't require to onboarding of user. All this doesn't require any scripting language. But when you are developing any plugins, platforms, there's some basic shell scripting kind of stuff is required. A scripting language, common scripting language, common logicals that you required, those will also get done by using ChatGPT and all. It's not a big deal at all, I can say. But at L3 level, over the period of, if you become an expert, then of course those things will automatically, you will learn all those things during the course of handling of this particular product itself. Right now, you don't require any scripting language. You don't require even what is cybersecurity or what is PAM. If you come up with a raw, I will train you. No worry.
Yeah,
But-
makes sense. I mean, like as an end user, I think like I have seen CyberArk, like how it is and how that looks. But yeah, just wanted to.
See, because you might have seen the CyberArk earlier, because as you said, it's an end user, you have an idea.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
here, as an administrator, how will you install? How will you configure? How you have been given the access? Now, the concern is when you are access to your server, it is automatically getting connected, right? You are not even requested the password. You are not requested the anything. Just you are logging and you have onboarded account. You are just clicking PSM connect and it is going and connecting to your server, right? As an end user, if I'm not wrong.
Yep.
So how these things have been happening? Who is changing all this? Let's say if there's a password changes, then as per the policy, every 7th day the password must be automatically changed, or it is to be renewed. So who is changing? If it is changed, what is the password? How will you come to? You can't come to know because you don't have rights to see. Admin don't have a right to see. But how is getting connected? Who is connecting? That is PSM. PSM has a privilege to communicate with the vault as well as the server by handling the vault activity. So those things that we will understand here, and the integration of users, integration of platform. That's what I'm telling, right? Integration of platform. What platform you are placing, like Windows platform, Linux platform, database platform, VMware platform. What platform you are integrating with your PAM? Those things that you are going to see in your installation part and in your PVWA. Right? I'll show you a good example here. When you are logging with a PVWA,
So
right?
another question while you log
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So do
Please
they
go ahead.
do CyberArk also provide identity and access management services, or they
Yes,
only do
exactly.
PAM?
No, CyberArk have both this one
AAM
what
and PAM,
PAM
right?
as well as IAM service also. I will tell you what are the different product services that providing by CyberArk organization and all. Don't worry. So that is the first day part itself. When we start understanding about what is PAM and all, and a day of time we'll talk about deployment, all those things only. Architecture, consoles, all those things. Capabilities of CyberArk organization. So we will discuss, and even I will tell you how to download the software and all. Though we cannot download, but I will show you. Okay. See, when you see here, let's say there right now there is no account in here. But when you have an account, you just click on here. There's an option when you go to this area inside the user. When you connect with any account, you have an option to connect to that particular option to connect your PSM. See, add an account. You can add an account here. See, right now I don't have, but you can see here. This is a bind account. I cannot use this, but still I want.
No, even for a user, that is how exactly
See,
it
there's
looks
an
like.
option called. See, this is how it looks like, right? Connect option is there. See, when you connect, see, if you are a user, you just need to click on the account, any account, your account, if you have been given. So if you just you can't see the username and password over here, but you can directly connect, right? I have as I'm an administrator, I can see, but you can't see. So if I want to connect, simply I'll click on the connect, it will automatically get connected. If I want to see now the password, I can see. See. This admin account, right? So this will be get automatically refreshed. This will be replaced. This is only just in time password. It will be get replaced with the actual password after some point of time once the policy enforced. So those things have been that we will discuss one by one. Okay. So now the policies, there is a master policy. So how we can set up the master policy? Inside the master policy, there are something known as platforms. How to handle the platforms? See, policy by platform. What is mean by access control? How to create your safe from the access add a safe, how to create a safe, all those things that we are going to understand during the course. If I create any safe, you can see in the vault. Let's say if I create something like, I will create under my name. Let's say if I create a Vishnu safe, if I create, see, okay, let's say Vishnu CH. Let's say, I think there might be, right, Vishnu CH is there. So now you can see Vishnu CH, and I can create some platforms, and then I can attach this with that. Let's say saves. You can see Vishnu CH, Vishnu CH is there. Vishnu is there, Vishnu CH is there. Right? Likewise, you can also create your saves, like how to create and all that we will see further. What is the purpose of safe and all? We will discuss in a course of time. No worry. So, any other queries, guys?
Yes, Vishnu. So I'm trying to install the PSM, but I do not have, I mean, I tried to install using that data center evaluation version, but it still doesn't support. So RDP is not working as expected. So do you have the regular data center version with you so that you can
Okay. Very good, Sushil. No worry. What I will do, don't wait a while. Wait a while. I'll pause the recording for a minute. So the latest version, I can consider itself with the 14.2 because it's the LTS one. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. See, again, there is no change in our LTS and 14.4 and 14.6. It's all only we have an additional some features, small features, the visibility, the provisional changes. It's not a major upgradation. There is no major upgradation after 13.2. Okay.
yeah.
So
Generally,
you,
organization prefer N-1.
yeah, N-1 is something like 14.4, but 14.4 is not a dynamic. So we don't recommend it to go with the dynamic, because if there is support is closed, because it only gives you a 2 to 3 years of support only for this particular version. But 14.2, it is at least 4 to 5 years of support. So we always prefer. I can again, when you upgrade the version of this, right, it will go and get the features of 14.4, 14.6, all those things. But from 14.2 only, it will show 14.2 UP1, UP2, UP3. So this UP1, UP2, UP3 have the features of 14.4 and 14.6 like that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other queries, guys?
Yes, Vishnu. So I have access to marketplace. So if I download 14.6 version, so
Yeah.
how can I get the demo keys?
That's you don't get, right? So every key has, so I don't have that keys. I have only 14.2 keys. So I'll provide you 14.2 keys only. I cannot provide you. So that is what the concern. It costs you a lot. It generally we purchased at a price of actually some lakhs. The demo keys we get for a 1 year of demo keys, we are purchasing around 4 to 5 lakhs, and we are charging for different people. Actually we do charge 10,000 for each demo key provision, so that at over the period of time in 1 year we can grab our money back. That's it. You got it? Or else we are giving in a trainings where we are charging the money, where we are managing those keys money. So that's how we do give the services to the people, and the keys will be generated, not like one key will be used for all other people. If one key, once it is installed, you cannot use it in another machine.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So if we install 14.2, let's
Yeah.
say how in the process of the class, do you show us, let's say, if you're on 14.2 and there's a latest one, let's say 14.4, 14.6, how do you upgrade to the latest ones?
See, if there is any upgradation is there, So you can simply upgrade it by double click and installing, nothing more than that.
Okay,
Like
so
you
when you
install
double click, and you install, your configuration, everything stays the same and they don't change.
Yes, they don't change anything. They will only add an additional platform to this, right? If any additionals. So you are installing, like, let's say Windows, you are upgrading some, KBs, right? Every month you upgrade your KBs. Is there any issue with the KBs? Just it is installing on its own. It will not ask you anything to get installed. There is no major upgradation issues. If it is changing from one version to the other version, then you have to do all the, there is a big procedure is there, which presently don't have any such kind of things, right?
All right.
Vishnu, what is the normal duration of the class?
See, the duration of class is only 1 hour. And as this is the first day, and this is a first introduction and all that happened, is going a bit lengthier than the normal. Otherwise, we do complete from between 8 to 9 p.m. only. Okay, you don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay.
And is it the same? Is it the same Zoom link we're using, or you give us a new link every day?
Every day we'll give you link on the group. Of course, the same link, but we will make you, give you an alert saying that the session will be started and all. Please do join. It is really worth enough to join. I hope you people will enjoy the session, and at the end of the session, you will be confident to understand and install the sessions, right?
All right, sounds good.
Thank you. I hope everything is understood. And if you still have any queries, this is my number. This is my WhatsApp number. You can contact me, and you can also contact our administrator that is Lokesh, the group administrator of the group. You can contact him. Any tech support we required, so just contact me on this number. Okay. So I will be available all the time from morning to evening. And if you have any queries, I'll be there to sort it out. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. That's all for the day. And thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I hope it is very fruitful, and I'm
Thank you.
really glad to be part of the session. Thank you so much.